Hey everyone, and welcome to this spooky Halloween special of Pokemon. Today I'll be seeing if I can complete Pokemon Blue with just the one Pokemon, and as it's Halloween, what better Pokemon to use than Gastly? So our rival picks Bulbasaur. As you can see, Gastly starts with 3 moves, Lick, Confuse Ray and Nightshade, but unfortunately it doesn't learn another move until level 27, where it gets Hypnosis. Damn. But anyway, we take Red down pretty easy and we head up to the village. As you can see from Gastly's stats, it's a bit of a glass cannon. It has really good special, and I'm hoping that the 80 base speed will carry me through a lot of this run. So we battle all the bug catchers in Viridian Forest, using Confuse Ray quite a lot and licking the Weedles to death. So going into Brock's gym, I feel confident, so I decide to skip the trainer and head straight to the main man himself. He sends out his Geodude first, but it poses no threat as its tackle can't hit us. Innuendos for days here. I'm a little bit tentative in this battle using Licks because I didn't want to get hit by his Bide, but now looking back at it, I think it's a normal type move, so it wouldn't have hurt anyway. But once again, Onix poses no threat, and just like Geodude before him, gets murdered by Mike Myers and Gastly. So after Brock, it's off to Mount Moon, and I try and avoid as many trainers as I can. Unfortunately, this last sees me and initiates a fight. She sends out a Rattata. It tries to quick attack me, obviously misses because I'm a ghost, and I murder it, and then sneak past her friend. After a quick heal, woohoo! It's into Mount Moon. And look, alas, a Zubat. Yay. So Mount Moon causes me absolutely no problems at all, and we head into Misty's gym. You have to battle the one trainer in there that has the sassy Goldeen, but again, after a Confuse Ray and a couple of Nightshades, it doesn't stand a chance. So on to Misty, and this is where I hit my first snag. I knew that Starmie was going to be a higher level than me, but damn, that thing hits like a truck. Staryu doesn't give me much trouble at all, and I'm helped that Misty throws an extra Fend on, which allows me a free Confuse Ray. So on to Starmie, and straight away it outspeeds me. I do manage to get the Confuse Ray off, but it does sweet FA, and Starmie smashes me with a Bubble Beam. At this point I'm bricking it, and lo and behold, Starmie finishes the job. So I decide to take on the additional swimmer in this gym, hoping that it'll gain me a level so I can outspeed Starmie. Its Horsey and Shelder goes down like a sack of sugar, and then we're back against Misty for the rematch. This time I skip the Confuse Ray and try and end it with 2 Nightshades. Look at this here! That first Nightshade looks like it's taken over half HP off, but somehow Staryu survives with 1 HP and gets a Water Gun hit on me. Anyway, it's dead, and on to Starmie, which comes straight out of the bat with another bloody Bubble Beam. I do manage to get the Confuse Ray off, and Starmie hurts itself in confusion, but again, another Bubble Beam and a critical hit. Mike Myers is dead for the second time. Right, Mike Myers is back with a vengeance, and this time, Misty is going down. I go back to the old Confuse Ray method and hit it with 2 Nightshades, and now on to my nemesis, Starmie. Luckily it comes out with a Water Gun first this time, and Misty uses an extra Defend, allowing me a Confuse Ray and a Nightshade. It hurts itself in confusion, I get another Nightshade off, and finally I kill it, and Mike Myers murders yet another Pokemon. Right, up towards Nugget Bridge and the slaying of our rival. Its Pidgeotto does throw a sand attack at me, which becomes a pain in the ass in this fight. Against Abra I managed to confuse it, but then somehow missed 2 Nightshades in a row before managing to kill it with a couple more. But then it gets even worse with Rattata, and I somehow miss 5 moves in a row. I know Lick doesn't affect Rattata, but I had to use it to try and break the cycle of missing. And it does actually do the job, and I managed to hit with a Confuse Ray. I get a little bit worried about the PP of Nightshade, so I just let the Confuse Ray do its job. And then finally we're on to Bulbasaur, which doesn't cause any problems at all. Right, on to Nugget Bridge, and the trainers up here cause absolutely no problem whatsoever. So much so in fact that I try and get right to the end without having to go to the Pokemon Center once. This is me battling an Ekans of the last trainer with no PP left, struggling myself through the fight. But I managed to get through and get the SS ticket from Bill. On the way to SSN, I battle this trainer, and while doing so level up and finally learn Hypnosis. Woohoo! Anyway, onto the SS Anne, and I flash my ticket and in we go. I don't mess about in here and I just head straight to the rival. Now that I've got Hypnosis, I know he stands absolutely no chance whatsoever. But I still go with the Confuse Ray. All I'm looking for against Pidgeotto is no sand attack, and I managed to get through without getting hit by one. Raticate gets absolutely mullered. See ya, buddy. And now we're on to the rival's Kadabra, and this is the first time I'm a little bit worried because I know if it's got Confusion, it's gonna hit hard. Luckily, it just tries to use Teleport again like an absolute spoon, and so I managed to 2-hit it. Ivysaur, going bipedal, is regretting life with the rival, and once again, it dies very easily. I go into the cabin, rub the captain's back, rub, and manage to get cut off him. I head back off the SS Anne and into Surge's gym. Surge starts with a Voltorb and I use my first Hypnosis and instantly put Voltorb asleep and then 2-shot it, easy peasy. Pikachu avoids the Hypnosis, the dirty little rat, but I manage to get it a second time, and just as it wakes up, I end its life. This manages to piss Raichu off though, because when he comes out he causes me a problem. The Surge uses an X speed on Raichu, allowing it to now attack first, which it does with a massive Thunderbolt. My Hypnosis missed again, and it hits me with another Thunderbolt, and I am down to 16 HP. My Hypnosis misses again, but I get really lucky that Raichu decides to use Thundershock instead of Thunderbolt. Finally, I put Sparky McShitbag asleep, leaving it open to the massacre that follows. So Surge is down, and I go listen to the Pokemon Guide to get the bicycle voucher, and then go and get myself a bicycle. Then it's off to Rock Tunnel. In Rock Tunnel I had absolutely no problem whatsoever other than against this one trainer who had this damn Slowpoke that tried to murder me. It hits me with the Confusion and it's not taken off a massive amount, but then it confuses me and my stupid Gastly hurts itself in Confusion and hurts itself in Confusion again. And I get killed by a Pokemaniac in Rock Tunnel. Furious, I go back for vengeance and it starts off not very good again. But I do get the Hypnosis away. Finally, and take great pleasure in murdering that dirty Slowpoke where it stands. The only other eventful thing that happened in this cave was fighting this trainer, who sent out a Geodude that decided to use self-destruct on itself, even though I'm a ghost. It made me chuckle at the time, so I thought I'd share that. I battled the last trainer with no PP left in any of my moves, and managed to struggle my way through once again before we get into Lavender Town. Oddish also manages to paralyse me, as well as absorbs my health, and Pidgey gets a sand attack on me, so now I'm paralysed and can't see with no moves left. But I do manage to take down the Pidgey and find my way out of the cave. Woohoo! A max ether! So into Lavender for a quick heal, and then I travel over to Celadon to go and face Erica, stopping off to say hi at the perv at the door. I decide to just go straight up the middle in this gym, and it is a decision I highly regretted, because straight away they bring out a Bellsprout and I have so much trouble with this Bellsprout. It uses Stun Spore on me so I get paralysed and then uses Wrap, and the strangest thing happens where Wrap doesn't affect me but I still can't move, and then I'm in an endless cycle of being wrapped but taking no damage from it, and I'm also paralysed so it keeps outspeeding me. And I'm here forever just trying to get a move away. Look at it. What a joke this Bellsprout is. Honestly, I'm fuming at this point. I'm like, what is going on? But I do eventually manage to get a Nightshade away, and then it throws out a Weeping Bell, and my day, I feel, is just gonna get worse. Again, I get hit by the Wrap, and I'm stuck in this Wrap. This endless Wrap cycle where I just cannot die. It's just a perpetual Wrap pain. This is worse than hell. I can't move, I can't attack, and I'm just stuck. And it sucks, guys. I was here for so long. I can't even tell you how long I was here. But don't worry, it gets worse than this a bit later on. Honestly, look how many turns this takes. Like, I'm 300% faster gameplay here, and just look at the state of it. It gets to a point where I just contemplate just starting the whole game again. It might be faster than getting through this rap cycle. At this point, I even think it's glitched, because rap shouldn't be affecting me because I'm a ghost type, and yet it still is. How can you rap a ghost? I'm literally a ball of gas. This makes absolutely no sense. Why is this happening to me? Honestly, I think I was in this fight with this Weeping Bell for 15 minutes. Absolute joke. However, for everything bad, there is good. And I level up and then get to learn Dream Eater. And Dream Eater, my friends, makes this run significantly easier. So I decide not to go back to the Pokemon Center and just take on this other beauty. I am over the moon to see that it comes out with an Oddish, which doesn't have Wrap to begin with, but it does manage to Stun Spore me again. Yay! But it goes down fairly easily. However, then my Nemesis comes back out again, and lo and behold, wraps me once again. Why is this a thing? I don't understand why this is a thing in the game. Also, I hypnosis it and it wakes straight back up, which infuriated me. But I did manage to get the Dream Eater off and get all my health back. Then Oddish and I engage in a sleep battle, who can put each other to sleep the fastest, which Oddish wins, as it slowly sucks the health from me. How many hypnosises have I missed now? What's that, 4? And it puts me to sleep again. Like, the luck I have in this battle is just incredible. Like, I cannot believe how unlucky I am. Its absorb is taken off like 1 or 2 HP, and I just keep missing. But yes, eventually once again I get the Dream Eater off and manage to replenish my health. And then once again it comes out with another Bellsprout. I decide not to risk missing the hypnosis and go with the Confuse Ray instead, hoping that it'll hit itself in confusion, which it does. And then eventually put it to sleep and suck the dream out of its fucking face. Right, after that, back to the Pokemon Center for a quick heal. Yay! And then back to the slow torture of Erica's gym. So in I go to battle Erica, and of course she brings out her Victory Bell straight away. We both miss our first moves, but I do manage to get Hypnosis away, and then once the Dream Eater hits, it's essentially game over. Tangler comes out, which is a ball of tentacles that could probably use Wrap, so I want to get rid of this thing as soon as possible. Asleep it goes, and then molest its dreams like Freddy Krueger. Onto Vileplume, and again, Hypnosis and Dream Eater combination, and I almost one-shot Vileplume actually. And then finish it off with a Nightshade. And then I come to the conclusion, the previous trainer should have been the gym leader, not Erica. They were significantly harder to beat. But anyway, we get the Rainbow Badge, and now we can use Strength. And we also get Mega Drain off Erica, which I may or may not use later on in the game. So into the game corner to go and take on the Rockets. We murder the guy who's got the lift key. See ya, buddy. Pick his lift key up, and then get completely lost. Where am I? Where am I going? I don't know where to go. Anyway, we eventually find our way through and we murder these 2 jocks on the front door. Easy peasy. And we grow another level up to level 39 now. Anyway, we battle Giovanni and his Onix goes down like a sack of rocks. Rhyhorn also poses no threat, and once again it's actually my PP that is going to be causing the problem here. Kangaskhan takes 3 Nightshades, but eventually it goes down 2, and Giovanni is defeated. So we go out the game corner and then towards Lavender Town, where once again we get to fight our rival. This time I am equipped with Dream Eater, so do not fear him at all. Though his Pidgeotto once again does get a sand attack off me. I managed to put his Gyarados asleep, and then hit it with the Dream Eater after missing a couple as well, and murder his whole squad without really too much problem. Growlithe does get a burn on me, but as I have no physical moves, it doesn't affect me at all. Plus all the HP that it keeps taking off me, I can just replenish with Dream Eater. So once again, we destroy Red. We beat all the Rockets and then save Mr. Fuji. We head back to his house and he gives us the Poker Flute, which then allows us to go and wake the sleeping Snorlax. Wake up, fatty! Ironically, I put Snorlax back to sleep and then eat its dreams. And then continue with my journey down Cycle Road. At the next Pokemon Center, I decide to teach Gastly Thunderbolt. I keep struggling with running out of PP, and so another attacking move that can hit water types particularly hard as well is going to be very advantageous. And what a decision it is. This move, honestly, on Gastly is so strong. Before Thunderbolt, I was relying just on Nightshade, which, if you didn't know, does as much damage as what your level is. And then when I unlock Dream Eater, that does a lot of damage, but it takes a 2-move setup to put them to sleep to then use Dream Eater. So giving Gastly Thunderbolt, as you will see in this gym, just absolutely wrecks. So I managed to get to Koga, and weirdly his Coffin tries to smog a gas ball. What an absolute moron. So I put it to sleep and destroy its dreams. Obviously Psychic is super effective on poison, and Koga doesn't really give me any problems whatsoever. In fact, I almost one-shot all of his Pokemon, even though they're very similar level to me, so no dramas. And then we head into Saffron City, pick up the card key to go and defeat the Rockets. And I have no dramas other than this one battle. Just look again how many times I miss with Hypnosis here, or Raticate wakes up. Look at the state of this. Like, what are the chances? Every time I put it asleep it wakes up, or I just miss. Finally it falls asleep and I manage to just one-hit it eventually with Dream Eater. And he sends out another Raticate and I Thunderbolt it and one-shot it. I probably should have just Thunderbolted the first Raticate, but I get stubborn. I just keep going with my bad choice. Anyway, on to our rival, and he's now got a Pidgeot instead. But I've got Thunderbolt. Goodbye, no more sand attacks from you. He's got a Gyarados, but I've got Thunderbolt. Goodbye, Gyarados. I mean, we're up to level 51 and we're one-shotting all his Pokemon. Growlithe's got Ember, but I'm not worried about that, so I just double Nightshade it. And now he does have an Alakazam, and I am worried about Alakazam, and you can kind of see why. I mean, that confusion did take off quite a lot of HP there. But it's alright, because I can get it all back from eating Venusaur's dreams. It manages actually to withstand the one-hit KO there with Dream Eater, which is impressive. But it dies anyway, and on we go again to go and fight Giovanni. At this point, I'm running low again on PP. But most of his Pokemon get hit hard by Dream Eater, and therefore I feel pretty safe. Rhyhorn takes 3 Nightshades to kill, which is a little bit annoying. It looks like it should only take 2. And then Nidoqueen dies in one hit and Giovanni loses again. So we free the President and grab the pointless Master Ball for this run, and then head to the gym. I get really lucky in here because I didn't actually know the way. I just kind of winged it and then actually ended up at the gym leader, which was incredible. So Sabrina I'm actually a little bit worried about. She's got the Psychic type Pokemon and they will do heavy damage to my Gastly, and obviously they're going to be fairly high level. It helps that my Thunderbolt criticaled on her first Kadabra, and Mr. Mime is even more scary than this playthrough. Jesus. Venomoth comes out, poses absolutely no threat, goes straight to sleep and then has its Dream Eater. Super effective. And then lastly the Alakazam, level 43, and I was a bit worried about this Alakazam because I know they can hit proper hard, plus I was worried about it outspeeding me. But it didn't outspeed me, but you can see how little damage my Dream Eater does against it. I do get a Thunderbolt away and paralyse it though, so I get really lucky once again on that. But I'll take the Marsh Badge with no regrets about your murdered Pokemon. Right, so now we have to go to Seafoam Islands, which is somewhere down there. So I head on down, catch myself a Magikarp, and go to teach Surf to it. Completely forgetting that Magikarp cannot learn Surf. So I have to travel all the way back up here to go grab the Super Rod to be able to catch myself something that isn't a damn Magikarp. How can a Magikarp not learn Surf, by the way? I mean, it's just incredible. It's a fish. Anyway, I go fishing and catch another damn Magikarp! Anyway, I go fishing again and manage to catch myself a Krabby. Looks like I'm surfing over to the islands on a crab. Anyway, here we go. Our crab looks surprisingly like a seal, but oh well. And we land on Cinnabar Island, but the door's locked to the gym. Of course it is. Let's go and find the key then. Get out of the way, Ponyta, I've got a key to find. So we work our way through, and this is where I decide to teach my Gastly Mega Drain. I get rid of Nightshade because it's only doing like 40 something damage, whatever level I am at the time, and I feel Mega Drain will help me a lot more with the rock types, and also it's another way to get my HP back when we come to take on the Elite Four. There's not many trainers you can skip in this gym because you need to beat them to open the door, so I go along murdering some burglars. There's Thunderbolt again, one shot in a Growlithe, and one shot in a Vulpix, and one shot in a Ninetales. Almost. There's always a troll among us, yes. Again, I miss a few Hypnosis because I want to get that health back. But I'm stubborn and continue with it anyway. Eventually we get to Blaine, and I love how his little sprite looks absolutely nothing like him. But anyway, we Thunderbolt his Growlithe. Almost one-shotted it, it's got like 1 HP left. And that Mega Drain comes in really handy, look at that. Boom, and you all thought it was going to be a rubbish move. Well, I Thunderbolt his Ponyta. No, he's not going to use the Mega Drain again. He goes for it, oh, and Ponyta is down. 2 out of 2 with the Mega Drain. Rapidash is not getting a Thunderbolt, it's getting a Dream Eater, which, yeah, I one-shot. And then out comes Arcanine, which looks fantastic, by the way. And I get a critical hit on a Thunderbolt. And I don't bother with the Mega Drain on Arcanine, I just want to finish it off with another Thunderbolt. So we travel back to Viridian and Viridian Gym to go and take on the leader and enjoy our little spin once again. And behold! It's Team Rocket's leader, Giovanni, once again. We know what Pokemon he's probably got, and they're not going to stand a chance. Hey look, he's got a Rhyhorn. Look how much Mega Drain is helping here. Bang, see ya Rhyhorn. Oh, what's that? A Doug Trio? Oh, Mega Drain. See you later. Nidoqueen goes down pretty easy. And now he's got a Nidoking as well. It tries to thrash me, but obviously I'm a ghost, so it does nothing. I think in this run that's been very important. I've taken quite a lot of like no damage just because there's a lot of normal type or fighting type moves that just don't hit me, and now with the 2 health replenish moves it made this run significantly easier. But there's Giovanni gone anyway. He gives me Fissure, which again is pointless, and then disappears into oblivion. Right, on our way to the Pokemon League, and of course we've got to take on our rival for the penultimate time. He's up to 6 Pokemon now, whereas I've still only got 1. And he's still got a Pidgeot, level 47, but it still dies in 1 hit. He's got his Rhyhorn, Mega Drain, boom, see you later. We love Mega Drain lovers here. Gyarados, oh, Thunderbolt, boom. I mean, we're just one-shotting all his Pokemon here. He's got his Growlithe, which he hasn't decided to evolve into an Arcanine, but one-shotted with that Thunderbolt. Look how strong that Thunderbolt is, by the way. We don't take a chance with Alakazam, level 50. We don't want to be starting on that. I want to see how much Mega Drain does. It doesn't really do enough, does it there? It actually lets me down there. And you can see there how worried I am about Alakazam. That Psybeam took off a hell of a lot of HP. He's just left with his Venusaur, which I make a little bit of a mountain out of killing, but eventually do. And this is where I actually make a bit of a mistake. I don't go back to the Pokemon Center. I'm like, yeah, I'll just get to the league here, forgetting, of course, that after you give them all your badges, you have to go through the cave. Damn. So I've just thrown this trainer in because after I defeat his Machop, he brings out a Machop, and this thing wakes up 3 times after I put it to sleep. Like, I couldn't believe, again, how bad my luck is. Like, I put it to sleep, it wakes up. I put it to sleep, it wakes up. Like, it's just incredible. But I do end up defeating the Black Belt. And then, through Victory Road, I come up against this cool trainer, and oh my god, did she cause me a problem. The Parasect, no problem. Dream Eater, down it goes, easy peasy. The Dugong, no problem. Got Thunderbolt. See ya, Dugong, it was nice knowing you. And then she brings out a Chansey. And oh my god, guys, this Chansey uses Minimize, and I just can't hit it. It uses Minimize again. It's got double slap, so it can't hit me. And from here, all it can do is just use Minimize and sing. It puts me to sleep. I can't hit it. I wake up, I can't hit it because it's minimized, it puts me back to sleep. I was here for as long as I was with the rap bollocks in Erica's gym. Like, honestly, it gets to a point where I just completely deplete all my PP trying to hit this damn Chansey. And it lasted so long because every time it puts you to sleep, you just can't attack, and it doesn't use your PP either. So it's just growling me into a pulpy mess. I even look in my backpack looking for an item that can maybe help me see this damn Chansey. I don't know, some spectacles or something, who knows. And now I've got to try and struggle this Chansey, but it keeps putting me asleep. I've got no PP in this cave, and I'm just trying to hit this Chansey with a struggle. And I managed to. And I get a little bit of recoil, and I managed to hit it again. And I'm like, yes, I've got to take it down. Come on, we can do this. And then it puts me to sleep again. Chances at the point now where it's using minimize and nothing's happening. It's like Ant-Man level of small. It's like subatomic levels. I just can't hit something that isn't there. And I manage to struggle again and hit it, but it doesn't quite die. And then she uses a hyper potion, and I think about killing myself at this point. I can't believe it, guys. Like, it's taken me so long to get Chansey down to like a few HP, and then she uses a damn hyper potion. Oh my god. Anyway, I won't bore you with the rest of this battle, but yes, it went on for quite a while, me trying to struggle this Chansey to death. I'll see you in about 40 minutes. Yes! Fuck you, Chansey! Fuck you! And fuck you, cool trainer. Nice to have you back with us, guys. Right, we find our way through Victory Road and then head up towards the Elite Four. So we're ready for it. And first, we've got L'Oreal, as I like to call her. And she's got a Dugong, and I've got a Thunderbolt. One hit KO, easy peasy. She's got a Cloister. I've got a Thunderbolt, one hit KO. Now this Slowbro actually takes a Thunderbolt quite well. I mean, it doesn't die in one hit. I try a Mega Drain just to see, but it didn't do quite as much, but 2 Mega Drains, easy peasy. I'd rather use the Mega Drains and keep the Thunderbolt PP. Again, Jinx, not really too difficult, does get a Ice Punch off on me, but we managed to get through. And we know Lapras is really tanky, and this is where I really am grateful that I gave Gastly a Thunderbolt. I'm obviously confused and hurt myself there, but we managed to kill it in a couple. And we grow to level 60. Yeah, we entered the Elite Four here at level 59. Level 59 Gastly, and that's all. So I just heal up my Gastly there, and we move into the next room. So we've got Bruno here now. And I had absolutely no kind of thoughts on whether or not I'd get through the Elite Four first time or not. But obviously with Bruno, he's not going to be too difficult. He's got some Rock-type Pokemon. Though Hitmonchan does freeze me here with an Ice Punch, but I get to use a full heal, put it to sleep, and then obviously suck its dream out. Murdered. Then obviously Hitmonlee, same technique. It does try and hit me with a high jump kick and miss. Just imagine it trying to kick a ghost and just go flying through. But anyway, Hitmonlee dies. Onyx gets another Mega Drain, and then it finishes with a Machamp, which again isn't any problem whatsoever. But it does survive a Dream Eater, which is pretty impressive. But not too. So Bruno, that's Brock's dad, if you didn't know, I think. He's dead anyway. And now we're on to Agatha Christie, who sends out a Gengar straight away. That's essentially my granddad. And I have to say, I do get a little bit of confidence here because my Dream Eater does take off a lot and I outsped the Gengar, which made me incredibly happy. Golbat is just dust. See a Golbat. And Haunter, which, by the way, I think is one of the coolest sprites in this first game. I mean, look how cool that looks, that design. Just amazing looking. And it manages to survive a Dream Eater, you know, which is pretty impressive. But again, that's my dad, so Granddad and Dad died. Arbok, pretty easy again, poison type, so, you know, a Dream Eater mullers it. And then finally she sends out this last Gengar, Mimar. Level 60, so I'm only one level higher, and it's got 2 evolutions on me again, and I still outspeed it. And again, with 2 Dream Eaters, managed to kill it. I mean, have to say, Gastly has actually really impressed me in this run. It hits really hard, and I'm happy that it is outspeeding things. I just used an Elixir on Gastly to replenish all that PP, and now we'll fight the Dragon Master. He has a Gyarados. I have a Thunderbolt. There's definitely a theme running here, isn't there? That Thunderbolt has come in really, really handy. And Dragonair is an interesting one because obviously Mega Drain doesn't take off a great deal, nor does Thunderbolt. The Dream Eater does hit it quite hard, so I'm going to have to Dream Eat the dragons. We're up to level 62 now as well. Luckily, Dragonair has agility, and agility is a psychic type move, and so it thinks that it's super effective on me, so it just keeps trying to spam agility while I try and put it to sleep. Now, Aerodactyl, I actually think, oh, what shall I use here? Thunderbolt or Mega Drain? I go with Thunderbolt in the end, just because I think it's harder hitting, and I didn't need HP, and what a decision! Down it goes. And finally, Dragonite, level 62, the same level as I am. And I mean, a Dream Eater is what, taking off a third there? That's not bad. I try a Thunderbolt. I know it's not very effective, but yeah. And then Dragonite's left with 1 HP. But I outspeed it again, and that's it. Lance is toast. Mike Myers is now the champion. Or is he? No, because Red is there, our rival. Yay. We've got enough PP. I just checked the PP to make sure we're all alright. And now we're here to kill our rival for the last time. This is what Mike Myers set out to do. Murder this guy. Pidgeot, level 61. Thunderbolt. Can I one-shot it? Oh, not quite. Not quite. He's trained that Pidgeot well. He then sends out Alakazam, and oh my god, do I get lucky here. I miss with the Hypnosis, and look how much this Psybeam does. I hit it with the Hypnosis the second time, but then it instantly wakes back up after a Thunderbolt. And now I'm thinking, oh my god, what do I do? I've got to go with a Hypnosis because a Thunderbolt won't kill it, and I get so lucky that it manages to put it to sleep straight away. Get a Dream Eater off just to try and get a little bit of HP back. Then I go with a Thunderbolt and it critical hits. A Mega Drain is Rhydon, almost kill it in one. We all love Mega Drain. It's Gyarados, has seen this too many times. Yep, see you later Gyarados. And now he's got his Arcanine, level 63, again the same level as I am. We've managed to put it to sleep and kill it in 3 moves thereafter. And then he sends out his Venusaur, his starter Pokemon, 2 levels higher than mine, might I add. He's definitely a better trainer. He's managed to get like, what, 6 Pokemon up to like level 60 essentially, and I've only got 1. But we kill it anyway, and now we are the champ. There it is, Gastly. Well, thanks very much, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. I didn't think I could do it, actually, with just a Gastly, but not being able to take damage early on in the game, especially against a lot of moves, came in very, very handy. And how fast it is, as well as how hard it hits, has really made this run a lot easier. If you've enjoyed it, guys, please do like the video, and if you want to see more of these videos, let me know. And I'll see y'all in the next one, alright? Happy Halloween, everyone. Ciao.